So, for the past 4 weeks now, I have watched the Sam Raimi trilogy, but also the Amazing Spider-Man movie for the first time. But for TASM 2, I technically have already seen this movie in theaters. This was most likely the first Spider-Man movie I saw in theaters as of 10 years ago. Now, sadly, I don't have a photo, but I do remember how I saw this movie. Me and my brother were both dressed up as the Amazing Spider-Man. He was wearing the TASM 1 costume while I wore the TASM 2 costume, which honestly, I'm not in the mood just to do a drawing of that, but still though, I had the TASM 2 costume that I got for my birthday from Jesse and Brenda, which thank you very much, even though that was 10 years ago, but still. Yeah, they took us to go see the Amazing Spider-Man 2 10 years ago, and I remember sometimes getting out of my seat just to copy the action sequences, which was fun until a certain scene had happened that had me sat back down and just stayed there for the rest of the movie. And just, yeah, I still need to make a video talking about my traumatizing theater experiences when it comes to superhero movies, which will be Logan, TASM 2, and Infinity War. But just, no, I can't say what happens in the movie because Nana hasn't seen it, although she was pleased with The Amazing Spider-Man last week,
yeah,
right?
I liked that one, yep, I liked it.
I mean, you thought I was like, he looks goofy looking, but once you watch the whole movie, like, I take it back. He's actually not that bad.
Well, he's just so different than Tobey Maguire, but...
Well, this is a different Spider-Man.
Yeah.
As we entered a reboot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because we woke up gotten the fourth one about last week, 13 years ago. But just, I did mention about not many people enjoyed this 10 years ago, and, well, we shall see, because everyone's got their own opinions. I mean, if it were 2014 right now, my rating for it would have been a 6 out of 10. But we shall see what my rating for it is now, because, like, I've seen most of these movies countless of times, but for TASM 2, well, yes, I've seen it countless of times. I don't know how many times, but oh man, I got so much thoughts going in. I'm about to see it on the big screen for the second time, because I think I've only seen it once in theaters. Just once. So seeing it again, 10 years, like, it's just great. It's just crazy. I'm kind of losing my mind about it, not gonna lie, because, like, I was so incredibly hyped for this movie, Mom. I was possibly, you know what, I probably had the same type of hype that I had for No Way Home for the Amazing Spider-Man 2 10 years ago. Because, like, I mean, I'm a massive Spider-Man fan, but just, like, I was going crazy. I'd be going to McDonald's to ask for the toys. Like, could I have the toys? Can I have the toys, please? I'd just be wanting to collect them toys. Like, I was just getting so hyped up for the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Probably had to be my most anticipated movie at the time, around 2014. Then again, I didn't know anything about the whole most anticipated movie of anything, blah, blah, blah. I was a child. All I knew was that I was excited for the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and, yeah, once I saw that, as I mentioned, what happens at the end of the movie, I was mixed, but I still somewhat liked it, so therefore my rating for it at the time would have been a 6 out of 10, but at least that wasn't, like, the first disappointing movie for me. I mean, there were some choices I was not okay with, because unfortunately there was studio interference with this movie, just like how there was studio interference with the third Spider-Man movie, thanks to Sony. But just, oh man, it's gonna be good seeing this on the big screen, not gonna lie. And yeah, I brought my Funko Pop with me, and oh, I forgot to mention, I had to get this shirt. I mean, I could have worn a different Spider-Man shirt, but I did most of the Spider-Man suits, but the TASM 2 suit, well, like, I dig the first one, but the TASM 2 suit it's just better than the first suit. And it's honestly one of the best Spider-Man suits I've seen. Like, it's probably the best one out there. I'd have to do a ranking list. I mean, Tom's suit is also as good as Andrew's, but Andrew's, like, it's just that good. Like, my goodness gracious. Like, still though, so, oh man, it's just, oh, I'm slightly nervous just to see this. Like, I'm kind of speechless. I am, like, kind of nervous but excited at the same time just to see this again on the big screen, which I'm gonna have to witness that specific scene again on the big screen. Oh dear God. But just Nana, any thoughts for the Amazing Spider-Man 2? Any theories? Actually, she hasn't even seen the trailer for this, so she's going in blind. I just realized she's going in blind because the only Spider-Man movies she had seen were just Spider-Man 1 and 2. She watched 3, TASM 1 for the first time for like 2 weeks ago and stuff. So, like, she's watching most of these movies for the first time with me, as she's only seen Spider-Man 1 and 2. And just, I'm aware that not many people have enjoyed some certain Spider-Man movies, like, I guess, Spider-Man 3, TASM 2, and I guess, for some reason, Far From Home. I got, like, that movie's probably a guilty pleasure for me, but just, again, as I said before, yeah, there's flaws in each of them, especially Spider-Man 3 and TASM 2. I am annoyed that there was studio interference for both of those movies, but we really don't have a bad Spider-Man movie. If we want to talk about a bad Spider-Man movie, that goes to Spider-Man Lotus. That was a waste of my precious time. Or better, the Madam Web and Morbius movie. Like, no. No, those don't even have Spider-Man in them, and oh my lordy. I just realized I'm going to be making my review for that movie tomorrow, as that's coming out on Netflix. But oh, wait a sec, Grandpa, what movie are you seeing for today?
Dune.
All right, forgot you're going to see Dune Part 2. Oh right, I did saw Kingdom Planet of the Apes. No solid entry, and guess what?
What?
So we're down to 4 movies. Yes.
We've seen 4 of these, yeah.
No. This is the 4th one. Kingdom Planet of the Apes. I mean.
Oh, I guess. I don't know. I don't what number it is.
Expect 5 more, as we now are entering
5 more?
Yes, we're now entering a 9 saga series for Planet of the Apes.
Oh, yay!
So I'll tell you this: when I heard about it, I was pleased. Like, yes, let's go. So yeah,
You see they had
strong.
the ape characters on horseback riding around town.
I've seen that's part of the marketing. Like, they've been going all out with this. They were very confident, and yeah, it's doing pretty well at the box office. But anyways, now it is time to go see The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which, oh Jesus. Yeah, I have no other thoughts. I'm totally speechless, but excited. So let's go. Don't mind me, about to drink some whiskey alcohol. It's water. This is some good whiskey. I'm joking. This is not okay. I don't know if I could get the montage for that. But I'm gonna pour some to Grandpa. Yeah. Water. Cheers. I always drink water, folks. And they still don't have the carbo. Oh, hello, gorgeous. Look at you. Oh, this thing looks beautiful. Oh, what in the blazes is this? Oh, this dude looks adorable. Look at Garfield. Ain't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? Alrighty, we've gotten our snacks, and I have my Funko Pop. Oh, we gotta go over there, but yeah. Ryan, watching this, hope. So last week, he was able to make it to one of the Spider-Man movies, and I did show proof from a text message, so hopefully you made it to see Titan 2. If not, hey, at least you made it to one of these Spider Mondays. But I'm taking you with me in spirit once again as a freaking Funko Pop. But once we get to No Way Home, I'm bringing all 3 Spider-Mans. I'm bringing the 3 Spider-Man. No Way Home. I'm obsessed with Electro's theme. Like, I'm too obsessed with it. I listen to it on like a loop. But my favorite scene would definitely be Times Square.
I like the slow motion where he's trying to figure out what to do and what
Yeah,
do I do now? I only have one shooter that works.
Yeah, he's able to save everybody, but just no, that whole sequence was awesome. It's been 10 years. Well, I've seen the movie countless of times, but 10 years ago, I saw this with my little brother. We were both dressed up as Amazing Spider-Man. He wore the TASM 1. I wore the TASM 2 that I got for my birthday. But yeah, we both saw it in theaters, and just this may be my second time seeing it in theaters, which is kind of blowing my mind thinking about it now. I know I've seen it countless of times, but second time I'm seeing it in theaters, so it's like somewhat of a big deal for me. But
You've got a great intro where he's swinging around.
oh no, yeah, that's awesome.
All right.
Yes. Enjoy. That guy just assholes. Okay, I started recording immediately once he dropped some bets. That guy, okay, I wish I started recording immediately. That guy had asked what was my favorite scene, and yeah, as I've said on camera, it's Times Square. Like, no, I'm obsessed with that, and oh man, I can't wait for Electro's theme when it comes in. I'm obsessed with it, but alright, you all know the drill. See you on the other side. Peace.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero. You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man. And yes, your underwear is getting tighter.
silly. This is what I'm talking about. Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die? Let's go. Let's go. Huh. All right, finally aged.
I'm so seeing that day one.
You want me to come down there so you can kill me?
Yes!
I'll be right there.
There's no place like home.
Alright, so you guys have seen Spider-Man 2? I mean, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but before I say anything about the movie, let me just say this right off the bat. 10 years, I don't know how many times I've seen The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but for the past 10 years, there was no post-credit scene, as far as I know, but hang on, as soon as the song was over, we were walking out of the theater, a post-credit scene was playing, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? I don't remember this, I don't recall this. And I would know. I've seen the movie countless of times to know. I'm assuming that this was added at the time. Because, this was back in 2014. But no, the post-credit scene has to do with Mystique in a military base or something. Basically, I'm assuming this was a sneak peek of X-Men Days of Future Past. Because both The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and X-Men Days of Future Past were released in the same year. In fact, they were released in the same month. TASM 2 came out May 2nd, while the X-Men came out May 23rd. TASM 2 already turned 10 years old, 2 weeks ago. And about next week, X-Men Days of Future Past is going to be, 10 years old. And I even saw X-Men Days of Future Past right here in the same theater. What? I don't remember there being a post-credit scene for X-Men. Were they trying to have the Amazing Spider-Man be part of the X-Men universe or something? This is actually my shocked reaction. I don't understand what I just witnessed, because I'm like, no, this was not in the, no, huh? What? I don't know, I'm just, shocked, just what? Okay, let's just move on to my Nana's thoughts. So, now you've seen TASM 2, any thoughts?
It was good, but I didn't like the ending. Sad.
Well, now you know why.
Yeah.
Now you know what I was talking about, what I was hinting.
Yeah.
Gwen Stacy's death broke me in the theater.
Yeah, I didn't know.
No, that's what got me sat back down, because, I was not expecting that. I didn't think, that threw me off guard, but my God, was I sobbing. I cried so bad. I couldn't believe what I witnessed on screen. I didn't like it. I almost didn't want to like the movie, and I was mixed with how it ended. I was like, I don't know if I like it or not. I was so mixed about it back then, 10 years ago as a kid. Good lordy, how old was I in 2014? 8 years old? So I'm 18 now, so I must have been 8 years old at the time. But just, oh man, that broke me. Gwen Stacy's death, Logan's death, the entirety of Infinity War, Gamora's death, and the ending of Infinity War all broke me in the theater. Infinity War takes the #1 spot, because my God, that movie destroyed me. But no, that was the first. I think that was probably the first time I cried in the theater, as far as I know. But just maybe I'm thinking this was the first time I cried in the theater 10 years ago, and this time I shed tears once again, because just oh my God, I still can't believe it to this day. 10 years later, they killed her off. You still So you like it, despite how others have said about this movie 10 years ago.
It was good. I just didn't like I didn't even like to see Harry die, or Harry's issue. I didn't want that. I wanted him to be healed.
You wanted him to be healed?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, too bad, too sad. He just... I mean, just... Okay, let me recap. So just, yeah, now we would be... Next week we would try to see The Amazing Spider-Man 3. Oh, wait a second! We don't have The Amazing Spider-Man 3, unfortunately, because that got canceled. Like, I didn't even know we were supposed to get a third movie. I mean, they definitely set a lot of things up with the Sinister Six. And just, I don't know. I could go on from what I know, but just, yeah, we have no more Andrew Garfield movies after this, unfortunately. We're now on to the reboot with Tom Holland, where we finally have Spider-Man enter the MCU, only to have his debut not in a Spider-Man movie, but in Captain America Civil War, but just... Oh, man, there's a lot to love and hate about this movie. I could see why, I mean, I know why folks say this is the worst Spider-Man movie all the time, but as I said before, there's no bad Spider-Man movie. If you want to talk about bad Spider-Man movie, let's just talk about Spider-Man Lotus. Or Venom Web, or Morbius, wherever, just, still though, just, so basically just same thoughts as, like, Spider-Man 3, because, like, how Harry died in that one and Gwen died in this one.
Yeah.
So basically just same thoughts as Spider-Man 3, only difference is that it's for, just, still though, she enjoyed it, and, what other comments? Oh, you know what, quick comments. Grandpa, I know you've seen Dune 2 already, but quick thoughts?
Second time. Dune 2 is awesome.
You've seen Dune Part 2 twice now.
Yes. Nana and I went and saw it in IMAX first, because that's how Dune should be watched, is in IMAX.
Were you there when we saw Part 2? Oh, no, wait, Nana was with me when I saw Part 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if you came with us or not. I don't remember. But
No, I
saw
remember
it
we
with
saw
Nana.
Part 1, but you weren't here when we saw Part 2. So I'm guessing Nana saw it again while you saw it for the first time. So you guys have seen it twice, as I think I've seen it twice as well. We're not talking about Dune Part 2, but just...
It's good.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the best movies of 2024. But anyways, so just... Yeah, I got to see it for the second time in theaters. And, yeah, I enjoyed it, seeing it on the big screen. Like, just... 10 years ago, I saw it as a kid. And now, 10 years later, I see it again as an adult. Kind of crazy, but just... No, I'm sorry. I'm just completely thrown off by that post-credit scene, because I do not recall that being there, as I've seen this movie who knows how many times.
And post credits for like a trailer.
Yeah.
No, it basically showed a scene that was from I'm positive it's from X-Men Days of Future Past, because both movies came out in 2014. In fact, they both came out in the same month of May, which is crazy. I don't know. That completely threw me off. I'm like, what the heck? Just, I don't know, but just, yeah, I've mentioned my thoughts about this movie, like, 3 years ago in preparation for No Way Home, but I could say my opinion has changed or something. I mean, Spider-Man 3 and Tarzan 2 have one thing in common, unfortunately. They were both interfered by studio interference. They just messed with the director's, they interfered with the director's stuff and all that, like, just, I don't know. They shouldn't have been messing with, trying to add in so much stuff, because, like, yeah, there's a lot going on, similar with Spider-Man 3, but just, despite it not being great because of some major flaws and choices that I do not approve of, I still enjoy it. Now, I would say that the first one is better in the movies, but yeah, if I had to go for a personal favorite, it might go with number 2. I don't know why, because I like, despite being mixed with it, I still somewhat liked it. I mean, yeah, I was definitely mixed. I didn't know if I wanted to love it or hate it back, like, 10 years ago.
Matthias, how come there's only a few movies, like Marvel movies, that have trailers? How come no other movies have trailers at the end?
You mean post-credit scenes?
Yeah.
For other movies?
Yeah, they don't have them. Just the movie's over and it's over. You get up and go home.
Yeah, that's
But
mainly
like
for
Marvel
super...
movies, you gotta wait for the trailer.
Post-credit scenes, they're called post-credit scenes, but
Post-credit
sometimes non-superhero movies have post-credit scenes. I don't know what example. They could be... Now, they're either funny post-credit scenes or they set up something, but Not just Marvel have post-credit scenes. There are other movies that have post-credit scenes.
Yeah,
like, for
but-
example, the Fast and Furious movies. They have post-credit scenes.
They do.
And those are non-superhero movies, so
Yeah.
it
So
works
that's
for
good.
some movies. Not all, just
Yeah.
some.
Well,
But they
it
can be
works.
played out either as a funny post-credit scene
Yep.
or something that does set up.
Yeah. So the idea though is that they're going to make another movie, and that keeps you interested. Right?
Yeah,
That's the idea.
unless it never gets explored because the next one would be canceled. Just either that. Either they do get to explore it, or we never get to see the light of day because the next sequel got canceled.
Guardians of the Galaxy has trailers.
They do have funny post-credit scenes. I mean, the
they're
first,
good.
the third one had a funny post-credit scene at the end, but it did have a cool post-credit scene showing that the new Guardians.
Yeah.
And we could potentially see them later down the line in the MCU. Who knows?
Yep.
I mean, Scarlet most likely could return, but well, now we're not talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm talking about the Amazing Spider-Man 2. And what else I could talk about? Yeah, and I'll agree with most folks. This definitely has the best visuals in any Spider-Man movie, and I keep forgetting that Andrew's got the best web swinging out of all the movies from Tobey, Tom. Like, he's got the best swing. Andrew Garfield has the best swinging in his movies.
Oh.
Like, they're basically just that good. But, as I've said before, my favorite scene is definitely the Times Square, but, I definitely enjoy the fight sequences between Spider-Man and Electro. Again, I was so incredibly hyped for this movie, and I'll admit, I was left so mixed with how it ended. I did not know if I wanted to love it or hate it. I was back and forth. I was torn, because, it was Spider-Man. How could I dislike a Spider-Man movie or something? I don't know. I was so mixed about it, but right now, that was 10 years ago. I still like it, although I still don't approve some of the choices they went here, which, damn you, Sony. How dare you? Especially firing Andrew Garfield and canceling hashtag make Spider-Man 3. Come on. Andrew deserves a freaking trilogy, man. Give him the black suit or something. Give us Tasm 3 along with Spider-Man 4 for Tobey. Give us one more movie with Tobey. I want to see Tobey Maguire on the big screen one more time. For his fourth movie. Same goes for Andrew. Andrew, damn it, Andrew deserves a freaking trilogy. It pisses me off that Sony aren't they just rather make other movies based off of Spider-Man's villains just so they could keep their rights, which, oh, good God. Have you guys seen Madam Web?
I haven't. Who's in it?
Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney, Sarah Elizabeth Merced, and those are the only names I can recall. I'm trying to remember the other names.
There's 4 of them, right?
This would be 3 Spider-Women. Dakota Johnson, I would say, is technically the Doctor Strange of the Spider-Verse. Or something. I don't know. I mean, it is coming on Netflix tomorrow, so you guys can check it out and let me know what you guys thought.
Did you like it?
I gave it 6 out of 10. It was fine for me.
6 out of 10, huh?
It was
not so good.
It was fine for me.
Aren't those chicks named off? They're pretty hot, aren't they?
Oh my God. Well,
for your age, right?
Oh, one of them is. Hey, yo.
One of them. Which one you like the best? Dakota Johnson, probably, huh?
I was thinking about Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, you like her?
Oh my God! No! It was fine for me, although there were some references to Spider-Man that pissed me off. Oh, you freaking God! Still, you'll know my thoughts tomorrow, but hey, just let me know your thoughts. If you agree with most folks are like, oh yeah, it was fine, it was bad, but we liked it or something, just let me know. I'm actually curious to know.
What do you think of the actress that did Wednesday? What's her name? Ortega.
Jenna Ortega?
Yeah, she's going to make another Wednesday.
Yeah, second season, most likely coming out in 2025.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
I'm looking forward to it. I enjoyed season 1.
Yeah, I didn't get through it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch them.
Yeah.
I got the first couple, but Nana didn't like them, so we couldn't finish them.
I can maybe see why. But just any more thoughts, Nana, on the Amazing Spider-Man 2?
She's watching a movie.
I'm not watching any movie.
Oh,
No, I don't have any good thoughts. Well, I don't need. Why should we all be talking at the same time?
Oh.
But are you quite sad that this was technically Andrews' last Spider-Man
I
movie?
liked him as Spider-Man. He was good. And I did like his web action. He was good. It was a lot of fun watching that.
Would you want there to be a third TASM movie?
Sure.
Yes. Give us a trilogy, Sony. Come on.
Well, except they killed off Gwen and Harry.
Actually, I forgot to mention. There's like so much was cut out of this movie. We were gonna get introduced to this universe's version of MJ, Mary Jane Watson, and I can't remember the actress's name, but have you guys seen the Divergent movies?
Yeah.
You know, like the lead actress in those.
Yeah.
That I don't know her name, but she plays Mary Jane Watson in the TASM movies.
Her name is Sidney Woodley or something like that.
Yeah, I've not seen the Divergent movies, by the way, but that main actress, she's Mary Jane Watson, and
Yeah, I remember her.
there was a lot cut out, especially with two things I can recall. One, after Peter lost Gwen, he went back up to Harry and beat the absolute crap out of him. It was brutal. There's even set photos. He almost killed him.
Why?
Cause he kind of took
yelling.
Sorry. Oh right, you don't even know. Actually, you're not gonna watch it anyways. He killed Gwen Stacy. And this is actually happening in the comics. Gwen Stacy dies in the comics by the hands of Green Goblin. So this is
Well, she did. That's pretty much.
yeah, but no, he almost killed his best friend. But once he looked at his face, his eyes, he just saw his best friend. He didn't go through with it.
Well, that's good.
No, but then there's another one where he's still at the grave, but some random dude comes up to him, and guess who this random dude is? Peter's dad. I'm not joking. There's a deleted scene of Peter's dad alive, growing a beard, meeting his son, telling him that I'm alive, I'm sorry, I had to go away to protect you. And Peter's like, no, you're dead. Who are you?
Well, according to that jet was going down.
Yeah, but no, there was a deleted scene that he was alive, and that he also gave him the famous quote, with great power comes great responsibility. I'm actually pissed they cut that out. What the heck, Sony? Like, why you gotta rule like this? Ah, God. I need Marvel to take back the rights of Spider-Man. I can't think anymore, but just, yeah, that's something I could, actually, you know the guy that got Harry fired? There is another deleted scene where he takes him up to the building and drops him. Basically kills him as he's laughing maniacally.
Oh, really? Oh, gosh.
Yeah, although I dislike the dude, so good riddance. Okay. Still, yeah, anyways, as I said, there's a lot to love and hate about this movie, but 8 out of 10. I mean, the first one's better, but I don't know why I would have this maybe as my favorite, because I don't even know why. I don't know. Maybe I do know, I'm not, I don't freaking know. I don't know. Anyways, with that being said, that's all I'm probably going to say for now. But yeah, as I've said, I got to see this again on the second time in theaters, as I've seen this countless of times, but it was nice seeing it again on the big screen 10 years later, so yeah, that was fun. Now it's time, now we're back on track to seeing, actually, next Monday will be the last I'll see, first movie I see on the big screen for the first time, because the only Spider-Man movies I've seen at these were TASM 2, Far From Home, and No Way Home. I didn't get to see Homecoming, unfortunately, as I tried begging Dad so many times, like 7 years ago, but it's gonna be nice seeing it for the first time in theaters next Monday, so, yeah, we may have lost Andrew Garfield, because we were gonna get a third and fourth movie. Sony canceled them, unfortunately, but on to the next reboot. Third time's a charm, and finally we have Spider-Man into the MCU, so yeah, that's awesome. Although, again, he debuted in Civil War, which is still awesome. But anyways, I'll see you all in the next Spider-Man Monday movie vlog. Peace out.